Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be doing a review on this airsoft gun. It is a pretty sure it's made by Tippman, which I think is a paintball company. But what it says over here is Air Raid AR6BB. And there's a long number right there. But it is an M4. And there's my bag of chips. So, right to start with, it's got a fully metal gearbox with metal gears on the inside. The hop up is plastic. It has this thingy right here. There's a bolt release. On the other side, it is actually functioning. So one thing that other airsoft reviews would always miss whenever I was, younger and broke, because I didn't have a job, which I'm still broke. Not much has changed. And I have a job, which does not make sense. But they never really said what the price was. This gun was like almost 150, I think. Now, if that's worth it to you, by all means, go ahead and buy it. But I feel like you could have. Well, no, this gun shoots pretty hard. But at the end of this video, we'll probably see if it's worth that, So far, what we've covered is just this. Just the full metal gearbox. I don't know what kind of motor is in it. Everything's adjustable. Everything you can take off. Here, we'll do like a breakdown of it real quick. So, in case you want to throw on some sights, take that off. In case you want to put some sort of laser on the side, you can take this off. Comes with these covers in case you want to add a suppressor. You can actually do that. This threads off, but what you'll have to do is take off this Allen key, this little bolt in here that you screw in, that's screwed in by an Allen key. I snapped it a little bit, as you can see, because I over tightened it. For this one, I'm turning it to the left and it's tightening it. So it's kind of like the opposite direction of threading. I don't know if it's really the opposite or not, but I'm turning it left or down and it's tightening it. But yeah, that comes off. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave that kind of loose for right now. I'm charging the battery right here. So that's one thing too. The battery charger, ass. It broke on the first. It broke whenever I first got it. So this is what it'll look like so far. Broken down, kind of. Well, I'm not really breaking it down. I'm just taking off all the attachments. But going back on the charger. The charger ended up, either it's my house or maybe it's something wrong with the electrical in my house, because I have a guitar amp, and it constantly blows fuses too. And I'm thinking maybe something's wrong with the grounds in my house or something, but I think it's fine, but, or I don't know, but I've had a bunch of electrical problems with everything at my house. That's what I'm trying to say, but um, the battery charger, this is a new charger. This is like, I bought this at a paintball store. To charge nickel metal hydrate batteries, which is what this gun takes. It comes with that 9.6 volt 1100 milliamp nickel metal hydrate battery. The charger that came with it started to just heat up the battery and it wasn't charging it. I don't know what that means, but the battery was just getting hot and the lights wouldn't ever change on the charger, and it just wasn't really charging it. Now moving on, so we've covered the rails. You could obviously put a different stock. There's a bunch of stickers on here for BMX stuff. It has a forward assist, which obviously on a real gun it would be to like kind of help you unjam your gun a little bit. But this isn't a real gun. It's just for kind of like mock, just to replicate what it would be like on an actual M4 style rifle or something, or an AR-15. You could obviously unscrew that right there. I've taken off the upper and lower, so this part separates from this part on that seam right here. All you gotta do, you could try it on your gun too right now, but it's just kind of annoying to put it back on. Here, I guess I'll just do it. So you gotta find something to punch in those holes right here, and then there's like these two things, and they pop out this way. I mean, this will work for right now. Just needs to be able to fit in there. And the reason I put this thing under here is because I just seen the barrel bending, so yeah, I don't want to break that. It's kind of annoying to do it with one hand, but I could do it. No, I can't. I'm gonna go get a charger anyways too. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, by the way, light's green, so battery is charged. And I will plug in this one too. So that's a TAR 21 to 421. If you've ever played Arma 3, that gun's in there. They don't have M4s in Arma 3 unless you mod it. They have like some weird MXM, like some, I don't know, some modernized version or something. But yeah, battery is completely charged, and now I'm charging another battery. So in case you want to know the differences between, like, I don't know, some between, like, you're like, oh, wondering if, oh, maybe I wonder if Other airsoft guns come with different voltages. Well, different voltage batteries. Well, that Devore 21, it came with an 1100 milliamp battery too, but it's a lower voltage. It's 8.4 volts, and if I'm correct, one of these on here is how fast your gun is going to be spinning, the motor inside of it, and then one is going to be how long your battery is going to be, the life of your battery is. So let's say, actually, I'm going to search it up in a minute, and I'll get back to you. I'm going to also go take a bathroom break, and also, I was going to do something else, but I forgot. And I will be back, and when I'm back, I will continue to take this thing apart. It's just an airsoft gun, so it's not that deep whenever it comes to taking it apart. You just don't go too far into breaking down the gearbox or anything. Don't do that, because that will be a pain in the ass unless you kind of know how to take things apart and put them back together. I'll be back. Okay. So I got a charger now. I'm just gonna give this a whack or two. So I would remember where these two went. I mean, it's pretty obvious because, here, hold on. Alright, so this one went over there. And you can tell because it has that flat notch. And it lines up with that because this thing's gonna go in there like that. It's not like the round one will be able to fit in there, because it'll be overlapping that little area. But now we have the upper receiver separated from the lower receiver. Okay. So I don't even know why I did this. I guess it was just to show you how simple it kind of was. I guess we could take a look at the barrel on the inside. I mean, it's just like a standard, like, little barrel. Oh great, now I need to find out how that goes back. Here, give me a second. Okay, so there's literally just some grooves in there. Like kind of pops out, and then you just kind of pop it back onto it. It's kind of annoying to do with one hand, but plus you can't even really see what I'm doing either. But let's go ahead and put this back in here, because I don't want to mess with that anymore. So it has plastic pop-up, which I mean, I've never even had a metal hop-up, so I couldn't really tell you if like this hop-up system is bad or not. So I literally had to just shove it in there, kind of. Here, take off these, and the reason I have tape on here is because these wiggle so much, and whenever you were shooting it, you can kind of feel the front like handguard kind of flexing a little bit. So you can see there's tape, so I could wedge it in here and it won't move. That's what it looks like without the handguards, and it's not on the lower anymore. One of these times I should just go ahead and like swap out a spring in this or something. Maybe it'd be cool, and post a video about it. But for now, I'm gonna focus on, hold on. Here, so instead of just moving forward for no reason, this is so far what it looks like, kind of broken down. I mean, what I could do more is probably like, I don't know, take out the motor in it or something, and take out the actual gearbox, but I don't want to mess with it like that, and then end up with it not working anymore, because or at least me having to trying to figure out how to make it work for like a month or two. I had a couple older M4 AEGs. I wish I would have kept them, because if you have more M4s, all of the parts swap out together. Pretty interchangeable. What I want to get next is a VSR-10 bolt action sniper. Want to get 2, and then we can kind of set up just targets and just kind of like mess around like that. What I should get is like a GoPro too, and go out and drive out somewhere in the woods somewhere, and then kind of like do a little battle and have some footage. So the amount of FPS, this thing probably gets around like 300 to 400. I would say it's more on the side of 400. because this shoots a little bit harder than that one. And there's something in the hop up too that it's either not adjusted right or not using the right weight BBs, but when you're shooting, it'll go straight out for a second, and then it'll arc real hard down at the bottom. So the hop up probably needs to be adjusted, but whenever I shoot it straight, whenever I put the hop up, it's either, there's no like real fine line between like straight down and going straight up. I need to find kind of BB going straight like that, but it's really hard to tune it to that. But we'll find out how to do that, or if we can do it later on in the video. For now, it's time to put this back together. So I would just work backwards from where I was working. Same if I were you too. I would just trace my steps backwards. I wouldn't like put on the stock right now for no reason, because it might mess up a step or something. Just to make things a little bit easier for myself. And I know I'm kind of yapping throughout this whole video, but I figured I'd just try and get as much information, you know? Or just talk about it, just because it's kind of a cool... I didn't really have, like, these types of airsoft guns whenever I was younger. I had one, and then what happened, it was a Lancer Tactical M4. And then what ended up happening was my friend also got a somewhat, nice upgradable AEG. And then everyone just stopped playing. And I think the battery in mine got messed up or something. And then that probably led to us not playing too. But yeah, as soon as I got something kind of cool, the airsoft stuff kind of slowed down a little bit. It's mainly because once you get one of these like good airsoft guns, sometimes maybe your friends might be like mine, and they're gonna hear this. I was gonna say let's look at that helicopter or whatever, but no, it's okay. But your friends are probably gonna be like, once you get an airsoft gun that shoots hard as shit, be like, oh yeah, no, we're not gonna play anymore. It shoots too hard, and I have a Walmart gun. So, yep. Now what the next thing we're doing, our next step right now is to slam our upper receiver back on and make sure everything works properly. Okay. So while I'm holding this thing like that, make sure you're not... Well, it's not gonna fall apart. It's not that big a deal right now. I'm gonna hold... Damn. Holding this thing. Make sure to put this end on that side. My dog is just devouring himself right now. Stop doing that. Give you a fucking bath. Because you are a foul demon. Okay. I could probably take that out and straighten it a little bit. got one down. Okay. No, that sticks. It's not good. Before it would, you probably couldn't even see what I was doing the whole time. Before, it wouldn't really stick all the way back like that, because now I press the, yeah, see, it just comes undone on its own now. I would have to press the, I'd have to kind of like, I don't know, it just shouldn't be like that all the way, but that's very, very minor. It's annoying though, it just means I didn't line something up, you know, complete 100%. But gotta put this one in now. Circle one lines up with the circle hole. That one just slid in pretty easily. And I guess put the sight on now. If you're ever having trouble putting a sight on, just know that it has this thing in it, this line, this little bar, and it clamps these two together, and it needs to go in between these grooves. That little bar can't fit over a groove and work perfectly. Trying to figure out what more I can say about the gun. It makes this like weird whining noise when you shoot it in full auto. It's kind of like a weird screech. Oh look, my battery's done over here too. And it's kind of warm. Usually if it's heating up like that, I think it's because it's overcharging. And I got this battery charged and my other one. Alright, I'm going to take a break on this and go give my dog a bath, I guess. Be right back. This is what it looks like fully assembled. Next thing you know, we might go ahead and add some different attachments to either of these and post it in a video, like a red dot, and I'll post how to sight it in, or I'll post a video on me trying to figure out how to sight it in, and you guys being here for the multiple failures. And so far, It looks like I put this thing on a little wrong. So let me loosen this up real quick and tighten it back on. Because I do not like the angle that it was at. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go do something real quick. Wash my dog. Because he's dirty as shit. Extremely dirty. Probably should wash myself after. Because I just took his shit. Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay. So I think it's time to go for a shooting test. Whenever you this is kind of with all in force. So originally this thing came with so it had an Allen key in here, or it had it had a bolt in here, and you had to unscrew it to take off this plate, and then you press these things to take it out. So if you buy this gun, make sure to use this thing and take this shit off, and don't just, try and rip it off with Gorilla Ape strength. But time to show you how to install the battery. Okay, so you got your battery, right? This gun with this type of stock, it's going to take a butterfly type battery. So put these two in here. Now you'll see a groove in there. It's that area, that open area. Now you want this little strand of wire, this middle piece, to go right in that little groove. And you can kind of twist this little end around a little bit, connect it, extend your stock a little bit. Make sure it's still in that groove. And have these two wires. So what you do is, since these two wires split off, you're going to put those wires in these grooves. So basically, it's going to look like this. So you see that this wire, this green thing, the green thing is inside the hole. One wire is on this side of the split, and the other wire is on the other side of the split. And you're gonna have to do your own compacting and stuff. Make sure not to squish your cords too. And let's go ahead and push this thing down, while making sure that both of these are going to be completely flush with these two sides right here too. Well, not completely flush, but just make sure one of these aren't being wedged on this outer area. That's all. But this if you choose to continue to use this, you're gonna have to take this off every time and unscrew it. So if you're on that step, then put this thing back on. But other than that, ready to go. Move, Ollie, get out of the way. Well, it's not loaded right now, but that's what it sounds like. This is kind of a cool area to shoot at, actually. So I think Hold on. I think I'm gonna shoot something right there. And then show you guys. Alright. So point, I'm not gonna sit down. My face is right in the camera. Point, I have a little bit higher weight BBs. These are .25s. I would use .20s. Remember those cheap plastic BBs that are green and shit? Unless they're seamless and they're still green, then you're good. But if they have lines on them, so look on your BBs. You should see no lines on them. Well, you're not gonna be able to see it. It's not gonna focus in on this. But whatever. There's no lines on here. No seams. Meaning that they won't be like, I don't know. My idea is that they probably won't get like caught on the inside of the barrel and it won't be inaccurate, but that's just like a theory. But I just know that those are cheaper. I mean, use whatever you want to use, but those might end up fucking up your gun. They might not. I don't know. It'll probably just fuck up the barrel, if anything. Not the gearbox or anything. You'll just have to switch out a barrel. Okay. I have a mid-cap mag too. And I also have a high-cap mag. I have 3 high-cap mags. Very awesome. Alright. So, what should we shoot at? What's on the screen that I could see? I'll just shoot that white bucket. Let's see if you can see it. See the BBs move. You can't really see them. You can, but like it's like a little arc. So I want to be able to see the BBs. Here, we'll set up a can too. Now if I could hit this can on first try, from here to about there, that's probably like, so like 30 or 40 feet. Then the gun is, it's alright. It's okay. It's medium. It's entry. That's without me sighting it in more and messing with the hop up. What you need for that gun is a red dot, because the iron sights are off even if you try and sight them in. Maybe it's just me, but it's very hard to get the iron sights to line up with where the BB's going. But I'm gonna set this out there, take a few shots. I know I'm talking a little slow, just trying to cover everything. But I'm gonna take a few shots down there with this down there, and if it hits it on the first couple of tries, then it's not that bad. Hold on. Take a seat, sitting down, and now I'll probably extend the stock out by one thing. This thing's pretty short too, by the way. It's pretty compact. Like, it's literally only like, you put the stock in. Yeah, it's literally about as long as your arm. And I'm not like tall or anything too, so. Alright. First shot, see if we can hit it. Now see, it's a little off to the right. Well, the second shot I hit it. Whoa, that was pretty cool. Let's set up some more targets and let's actually set the camera so that it could watch the BB. You know, like kind of fly. I'm gonna hang up. I need to call someone too real quick. Alright, I'm gonna sit right there. And then I'm gonna shoot everything. You guys might be able to see it. So, white papers on the right, those two. Then I'm gonna hit that Arizona can that's on there. Now let's hit those. I'm gonna hit those 4. I'm gonna hit that gray propane tank, and then that red one, that red and gray one. And I'll hit each of the paper targets from left to right. We'll do it in bursts. Ones. There's 3 monster cans. I'm gonna hit them left to right. One's on that wooden area, and then 2 are on the rock. And I'll just try and hit them with bursts. So I got that one kind of. Pretty good gun. It's pretty cool. I guess I'll just, I don't know, just shoot each one of the targets, just see if I can just hit them all, like one by one. I'm just gonna go on single fire now. And we're out of BBs. So to prevent you from spilling BBs, unload your gun upside down. Dry fire it in a safe direction. Then you'll find out whether or not it's actually, if you're dry firing it. So don't just, it's not always going to be a dry fire, because there might still be a BB in there. Speed loader for a mid-cap mag. I'm going to go through and hit left to right, target, red and gray propane tank, target, one more target, gray propane tank. Target to the right. White bucket. And then I'm going to go to the shed. And I'll just try and do this as quick as I can. Okay, I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. So I missed a couple times. Now we work our way backwards. So shed, white bucket, target, propane tank, target, red and gray propane tank, and then target. So shed, white bucket, I missed 2 targets, hit, gray propane tank, hit, target, hit, target, hit, target, hit, gray propane tank, burst, target, miss. Alright, pretty cool gun. Okay, left to right, target propane, target propane, target, bucket, shed. Bursts. Now single one. Yeah, I'll do it, bro. Now single. Hit. Hit. All 3. Hit, kinda. Hit. 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 BB came out. Without it shooting, just rolled out of the barrel. I think it's because I held the trigger halfway, and it kind of, probably double fed or something. These 2 targets. Let's see if you can even see them. I can't see them now. But I'm shooting it at an angle to where, I'm shooting it in between an umbrella right now, so it's kind of hard on my end over here. So if I hit it, it'll be kind of cool. Yeah, and I hit it that on. Or I'll just kind of spray the last one. Or no, I'll just hit it once. Yeah, it's pretty high. It's pretty good. 10 out of 10 actually. I'm just being weird. It's a little expensive though. It's kind of expensive. I would buy something cheaper. Bucket. Shed. It shoots hella fucking hard though. Sometimes the BBs, when they ricochet, they are going into the neighbor's yard. Your neighbors probably would not appreciate that. Cool. Good airsoft gun. Like I said, it is kind of expensive, but it is fucking good. It's pretty cool. Here, I'm gonna flip the camera around. So, would I recommend this to someone who's trying to save money? No. I would get something cheaper. Would I recommend this to someone who was like me and just needed to buy something in person instead of, wanting to wait? I didn't want to wait to buy this, so I just went and bought it at an airsoft, at a paintball store. So it's good for that. It's pretty good. Pretty. I don't know. I think I'm overcomplicating it. Maybe. I would buy it again. I'd buy a cheaper version. Alright, well, if you like this video of me just rambling, just, I don't know, like the video or something. But, yeah, see you later. I'd recommend buying this gun. I'd say it's alright. It's not something like, I should have went and bought an MP5 instead, is what I'm saying, or bought a cheaper M4 and then swapped all the parts out for that one, but I don't know, I've never bought something that, as expensive as this, so, I don't know. I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. It's really up to you if you want to buy it. I'd say it's a little too expensive, but in the end, it's literally just up to you. And was it worth it? I will ask myself for the 1000th time. Yeah, it was worth it. It's a good gun. Short and compact. Has a good amount of FPS. And it's very fun. Alright. But other than that, I'm going to cut this stuff short. Stop myself from continuing to talk to myself for another hour on end and just say a bunch of random bullshit. It doesn't really matter. So in the end, this gun's pretty good. It's not more of a review. It's not more of me just saying, oh, this is shit or not, don't buy it. It's just me just showing you it. I think it's cool. M4. You could swap it out with anything. $150. Has more FPS than my other gun, which was like around probably like $20 cheaper. This gun's loud. It sounds cool. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks for watching me ramble, listening to this. Probably skip through most of it. But yeah, see you later. This is the Tippman AR6BB Airsoft gun. And I hope you liked the video. And here's one last final skim over it. Pretty good. See you later, guys. Have a great day. Shit, I gotta put like gotta do something cool like at the end of the video. Like, alright, let's do something cool just before the video ends, in case anyone's still watching. Alright, see you later.